Top of the morning to you. Welcome back to Shepherd's Cove. Today's September 12th, 2025. 111 days. Clean as a whistle. Little piece of trivia. Proper response to top of the morning to you is, and the rest of the day it's you. So, I'll throw a little activity your way. Uh, in preparation for this activity, what you want to do is do a little grounding. Um, oh, sorry about that. My alarm was going off. Reminded me to gotta get ready to go. Uh, First of all, you want to do a little grounding there, and that would be, that body wash that I mentioned, where you feel the top of your head, feel your eyes, feel your ears, feel your mouth, your shoulders, your chest. Just imagine water going over you and feel each part of your body. Just recognize how it feels. What that's going to do is that's going to ground you. The reason you want to ground yourself because this activity is going to cause an emotional response. So be prepared. Be prepared to have feelings. You know, you may not like them. They may feel ugly. They may make this may make you sad. This may make you angry. Be prepared for it. Now you have the choice. You choose whether or not you want these feelings to last. Remember, you have the option to decide how long these feelings are going to last. It's not an easy task, not by any means. This is a task that takes practice. That's how people get stuck in depression and anxiety, is because when you feel those feelings, you need to recognize them and allow them to pass through. Feelings aren't intended to last more than a minute or two. That's all they're there for. You recognize them and let them cruise on by. You hold on to them and repeat the thought that created those feelings. Now you end up with issues. Now you end up with depression, anxiety. You end up reliving the feelings because you keep rethinking the thought. So you got to come up with a grounding that'll get rid of that thought. You know, feel your feet and feel what's under them. Whatever, it's great to take off your shoes before you do this. Take off your shoes and feel what's under your feet. Whether it's soft, whether it's hard, whatever it is, And so be prepared for an emotional response. So grab yourself a piece of paper, pen or pencil, whatever, and sit down somewhere, where you got some alone time and start scribbling. Think about a memory that you've got inside. You, it could be, I would say go for the worst memory you can think of. Some that rouse you up every time you think about it. Whether it's sadness or anger or anxiety, whatever emotion it creates. Think of a bad memory. Start scribbling. Don't worry about punctuation or spelling or any of that. Just grab you a piece of paper and start scribbling. Get that memory out on paper. Be prepared for the emotional response it's going to give you. But this time, the difference is you keep your grounding and you'll be able to get through that feeling. Now take that piece of paper that you wrote that feeling on, take it outside somewhere or wherever you know that you'll be able to put the fire out. You know, to where it's going to be safe. Be prepared to put the fire out. Take that piece of paper, crumple it up, light it on fire, somewhere safe, and let it go. Put it in his hands. However you deem your higher power, let your higher power take that memory from you. Definitely helps in trauma situations. Helps get rid of that traumatic memory. So back to the reading here. Today's reading is New Horizons. My life is well rounded. I am becoming a more comfortable version of myself. Not the neurotic, not the neurotic, boring person that I thought I'd be without drugs. Actually, I'm not as boring as I thought I would be. I, yeah, oh, yeah, well, I'm messing up a computer. All right, let's see. Narcotics Anonymous opens a new way of life. Okay, Anonymous opens the door to a new way of life for our members. Okay. The only thing we lose in NA is our slavery to drugs. We gain a host of new friends, time to pursue hobbies, and the ability to be stably employed, even the capacity to pursue an education if we so desire. I'll tell you what, I've been taking a lot of classes, just whatever I can find free. Um, there's a lot of them out there. Be surprised. I think it's called Cursa. I can post it on, I'll post it up later. I'll post it on YouTube later. I think it's Cursa. But it's got tons and tons of free courses if you want to take and educate yourself. Okay. Anyways, we're able to start projects and see them through to completion. We can go to a dance and feel comfortable, even if we have two left feet. Still a little uncomfortable. But we start a budget. We start to budget money to travel, even if it's only with a tent to a nearby campsite. In recovery, we find out what interests us and pursue new pastimes we dare to dream. Yeah, been doing a lot of dreaming and coming up with plans, making goals. Goals are very important. You just try and make goals each day. Make a goal for the day, make a goal for the week, make a goal for the year, for the next 5 years. Very important. They help give you hope. Life is certainly different when we have the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous to return to. Through the love we find in NA, we begin to believe in ourselves. Equipped with this belief, we venture forth into the world to discover new horizons. Many times, the world is a better place because an NA member has been there. Just for today, I can live a well-rounded. Just for today, I can live a well-rounded, comfortable life. A life I never dreamed existed. Recovery has opened new horizons to me and equipped me to explore them. enjoy your new life and your path to recovery. No, path of recovery. It's, it's not necessarily something that's going to end. It's a lifestyle. It's a new way of living. God bless you all and have a great day.